Good evening and welcome to WPI for Day 2 finals here at the Gompei Invitational in Worcester, Massachusetts. Alongside my production partners, I have two production partners tonight. I have my daughter, Avery Abreu, and I have Eloisa from the WPI Sports Information Department. Bryant College doing a little dance down there, all right? Get that. Go to three. Bryant College doing a little get fired up dance. Look at this. All right, so we're bringing you a little bonus coverage. We figured that would be cool. Go back to one. So as I mentioned, I'm here with Avery Abreu on the production side. She's doing the switches of the cameras. We have Eloisa from the Sports Information Department. She's going to follow. We're going to do a roving camera tonight. So similar to last night, we're going to try and zoom in on the winner when they get to the wall. We got some graphics for that. We're going to check things out. It should be a very fun and interesting evening. Thank you for taking the time to join us. I'll ask the first person on the chat, Michael Clemente, can you hear me okay? And can you see the video? I always ask that. I can see that I'm broadcasting fine here, but I always, you like that reassurance from the audience that they can see and they can hear. It certainly makes me feel better for certain. So if anybody out there, and we got about 60 people already, if someone wants to jump into the live chat, let me know that you can see the video okay, you can hear my audio okay. I am showing that everything is good. All right, we got some sights and sounds all over the place in here. The pool is starting to get cleared. All right, Marcus Mallows looks good from YouTube. Thank you, Marcus. We are almost ready to go here. 5:54 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to get to the national anthem very shortly. Then we'll begin our program. First event number 19. It's the women's freestyle relay. Oh, let me turn this on. There we go. Well, it's actually not, that's not right now. So we're going to turn. There we go. Not quite ready to get started yet, but there you see Bryant again going through there. They're pretty fired up tonight, folks. I got to say, Bryant over there, I don't know, they're getting the Fired Up Award as you see them getting ready for. They got their music pumping over there. They got a dance circle going on. All the other schools are doing something too. We got Bentley over there. Yeah, so Bentley over there doing their thing. So the order of events tonight, I think I mentioned it already. First event, women's 200 free relay. Second event, men's 200-yard freestyle relay. As it was last night, there will be 3 finals heats. C will be first, B will be second, A will be third. So that's how we're running the events here tonight. Let's check out who's on the broadcast already, 75 people. Michael Clemente, Marcus Mallows, Debbie Naylor, Anthony D. Mescolo, yes, Anthony, Mrs. HDMS, Judith Pointer, Sarah Sa, Mike King, Beach Dude, yes, 3-camera shoot, we love it, Beach Dude. Yes, see, Eloise is already adding, they love the shots of the teams getting fired up. So, see, Eloise is already paying off some dividends up here, running the 3rd camera tonight. So we'll try and do this tonight and tomorrow night as well. We have a fancy little winner graphic that, when what we're going to do, just so you know, and it's trial and error in the beginning, when every time at the end of a race, Eloise is going to zoom in on the winner, we're going to go to that camera, and then we have a graphic that shows the winner. And then we might actually be able to go to the results after we go to the winner. So we're going to play around here, folks. So just be patient with us. It's the first time we're trying this, right? And you got to practice somewhere. You're not going to miss any of the action. And if we execute as I think we're going to, you're going to enjoy the broadcast tremendously tonight. So we appreciate you joining us. We're already up to almost 80 people. 5:57:55, another minute and a half to 2 minutes. We should be getting started. Of course, we will have the national anthem tonight. They'll play it at some point. It's probably getting close right now. And then we're going to be back into the action. Sheila Caruso, listen, you can't eat ice cream if I'm not having ice cream. Denise Daniels checking in, Beach Dude's wife. Beach Mama Bear, love it, Olivia Foley. Let's go Springfield College. Denise Daniels is rooting for Babson. So we got the spirit here tonight, folks. We are fired up in here. We're all ready to go. It's very warm in here. My friend Eloise has got the fleece on. She's rocking like the LL Bean. It's a little warm in here. Timberland. Here's the national anthem, folks. All right, and with that, we are just about ready to go, kicking off our Day 2 finals. It's actually a little sad that we only have one more day to go. There's the whistle, so we're getting ready to get started here. So those aren't the right graphics. It usually, the first heat, we usually have to wait till they get into the first turn. But we will have those graphics for you at some point, just not right this immediate second. Looks like it's Bryant D leading the way right now, early on in lane 7. Lanes 1 and 10 are open. WPI E in lane 2, Merrimack B in 3, Bentley C in 4, Merrimack A in 5, Brandeis C in 6, Bryant D in 7, WPI D in 8, and Brandeis D in lane number 9. Merrimack A currently in the lead. I don't know what's going on with our graphics right now, but we'll get them back. I think may have something to do with what they did on the scoreboard. But I can tell you Merrimack A is in the lead. They're in lane 5 in the middle of the pool. So they're going from left to right now. Bentley C is in second in lane 4. At least they were. It looks like it's Brandeis that has moved into second. or Bryant, excuse me, in lane 7. It's amazing how tough it is to follow when the graphics aren't totally. There we go. We're ready to go. Merrimack A takes it 140.65. Merrimack College takes it. Brandeis second. So there's Merrimack getting out. So Merrimack first, Bryant second. I don't know why we don't have a third. Let's see, third place went to Brandeis C. So there might be a problem down with the touchpad on that lane. That was lane 6. But our first heat out of the way. We're moving on to heat number 2. Heat number 2 of 3. There are your lane assignments. Brandeis A comes in with the top time 142.08. Debbie Naylor's in Virginia. Sarah Saw, Dinah, and a show. My accent was just very bad there. Dinah. Yvonne Walls, thank you. Dexter Cardis. Chris Medola sings it a cappella. Love the close-up at the end. All right, that's Eloisa. She's killing it already. Love the close-up at the end. We're going to try and do that, trial and error. I should have brought a longer lens so we could have got even closer, but for this meet, it will have to do. Next time I'm with you, we'll have a longer lens. We'll even be able to get really close to that winner. So we're off and running on heat number 2. This is heat 2 of 3 of the women's 200 freestyle relay. Once again, Brandeis A comes in with the top time, 142.08. Hopefully everybody had a nice, restful, relaxing afternoon. I'm sure the swimmers in finals here tonight like to get their afternoon naps in. I know that's what my daughter likes to do. I had a pretty uneventful afternoon, a little lunch with the family. Met my wife and my other daughter up here who brought Avery. Had a little lunch, and then we just chilled out before coming back to the pool here. So Brandeis continues to lead. Here's our first handoff. Brandeis has their second swimmers in the water. They continue to lead the way in lane 5. Some really good performances when I take a look at what we've seen so far through 2.5 days, I was mentioning it this morning during prelims, the performances by all of these men and women have been absolutely phenomenal. It has been amazing. You don't just see 1 or 2 second time drops. We're seeing 3, 4, 5, 6 double-digit time drops pretty consistently. So that's been absolutely fantastic, a testament to all the hard work here. Brandeis A will take this one. So Brandeis takes heat number 2. Babson A takes second. Brandeis B takes third. All right, we're starting to get into a little flow here. My daughter Avery's killing it. Eloise is doing a great job. I may sound overly excited, folks, but it's these little things that really make a broadcast. And you have to have a team, and I got a great team with me here tonight. So, yes, I'm pretty excited about little things like the camera on the winner at the end and a little graphic. So here we go, folks. Heat number 3. It's our final heat of the women's 2 freestyle relay. Bryant A comes in with the top time from this morning, 140.26. So 140.26, about 2 seconds faster than the next closest team. which was WPIA. They're in lane 4. So lane 5, Bryant A, lane 4, WPIA. But look at it. Look at it right now. It's Springfield A in lane 8 leading the way after the first 50. Here comes WPI, and here comes Bryant. See who gets in the water first with their second swimmer. It looked like it was Springfield and Bryant. Springfield in lane 8 at the top of your screen, white cap. Bryant in the middle, black caps, gold lettering. All swimmers going from right to left right now, at least the leaders are. Springfield and Bryant battling stroke for stroke. WPI coming up on the inside. As we await the handoff here, it is Bryant who looks like they were in the pool first. Great start by the Bryant swimmer. Bryant will get to that turn first. They're in a ferocious battle here with Springfield. So Bryant in lane 5, Springfield in 8. Who's going to get to the wall first? And it's Bryant in lane 5, 135.81. So Bryant A gets it done. They are the winners of heat number 3. Nice job by the Bryant contingent. 135.81 for Bryant. There are your full results. Bryant A first, Springfield A second, WPI A third. Yes, this morning's event was a mixed relay. You know what, Mike? I sort of know what I'm doing here, but sometimes I get a little lost. And dazed and confused, I'll call it. You're right. With all of the different relays, sometimes I do lose my place ever so slightly. We're off and running here on the men's 200 free relay. It looks like we have an open lane in 1 and lane 3. So lanes 1 and lanes 3 are open. Brandeis C comes in with the top time in this heat. Rowan C leads the way right now in lane 6. So how do we like the winner graphic? Let's get some feedback on that. How do we like the zoom in at the end, getting the winner graphic, getting the close-up of the winner? I like it. I hope you like it. Again, this is the first time we're doing it. A little trial and error, but just making sure that we all like it. So the challenge with cutting down the warm-up lanes, it really has to do with the millimeter size lens that we have, right? So I'm also dealing with duct work that comes down from the ceiling. You can't see it. I don't have it in the camera view. But if I zoom in, then I got to tilt up a little bit, and I get that duct work in. As you see, Rowan C takes our opening free relay. 130.37 for Rowan. So nice job by Rowan. Bentley C comes in second. Bryant D comes in third. All right, so it seems like we like the winner zoom in. We can play around with that turn end camera. If we get a break here, I'm going to play around with it a little bit. So I'm listening to you out there, Mrs. HDMS, and it seems like the zoom in on the winner is being received very well. So we're into heat number 2. Brandeis A comes in with the top time. They're in lane 5, but it's Babson right off the bat in lane 6, leading the way. Babson, another school, having an outstanding weekend. And really, when I go up and down, as I was mentioning earlier, there's not a school that's not having a great performance. Every school is really representing well. All of these swimmers showing off all of their hard work. For a mid-season trials finals meet, the time drops have been nothing short of amazing. So again, it's a testament to all the hard work that the swimmers are putting in, their support system with coaches, family, friends, you name it. Babson remains in the lead going into the final swimmer. So Babson, Brandeis, Bentley, the 3 Bs all leading the way. I think it's going to be Babson here in lane 6. Babson looking strong, and it is Babson. 125.49. Brandeis takes second. Bentley B takes third. Babson A, the winners. 125.49 for Babson. There are full results. Babson, Brandeis, Bentley, 1, 2, 3. As we move on to Heat 3, it'll be our final heat of relays. And Mrs. HDMS, so I forget the initials, I can't see right now. If I don't get to that camera adjustment, if they don't have a break, I'll get to it for tomorrow morning for sure. But as I mentioned earlier, right, I get kind of stressed out when I'm messing with the camera during the broadcast. Like, I'm afraid something's going to happen. You know, Murphy's Law, if something, I don't even know what I was going to say. If something bad will happen, it will. And there have been a couple times where I've messed with the camera within. I've hit a wrong button by mistake. It's changed the settings, and then everything goes haywire. So we'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. I do see what you're saying. I can cut a little bit. If I zoom in a little and I move a little to the right, I can cut a little bit of those warm-up lanes off. Because, yes, the warm-up lanes, I know, it is a little distracting, but we're ready to move on. Heat 3 of 3. This is our final 200-yard freestyle relay. Of course, we'll end the night with the 400-yard medley relay tonight. And in between, we'll have a bunch of awesome individual performances. So there may have been a DQ. So collegiate rules state that when there is a DQ, the official has to notify the scorer's table and the head coach. So we saw this morning with a lot of the delays. It has to do with the official. He has to notify the head scorer's table of the DQ, and then they have to go and notify the head coach. So at the collegiate level, there are no DQ slips like you see in high school and at the club level. So that's why there's a little bit of a delay. One of the officials is coming down now to notify the scorer's table. I believe they already notified the coach of the DQ. I went down and had a nice little pre-meet conference with the officials to understand a little better the mechanics of what they do here at the collegiate level. It's much different in high school. Basically, in high school and club level, you get that DQ slip, they just hand it to the coach and that's it. They just drop it at the table. So we're moving on to heat number 3. Bryant A comes in with the top time, 126.44. Actually, no, Rowan comes in with the top time, 124.50. So we'll keep an eye on Rowan here in lane 6. Bryant has the second fastest time coming in lane 5. Look at the white water churning. Churn and burn here. Total sprint city. Rowan to the wall first. Our top 7 teams separated by 9/10 of a second. So as you can see, it's rather close. Bryant was in the lead, or excuse me, Rowan was 21.41 in lane 6. Right now, it's a battle between Bryant and Rowan. Let's see who gets that swimmer into the water first. And they were almost simultaneous, but a great underwater by Bryant in lane 5. Bryant will be the first to hand it off to that third swimmer. That was a very, very close exchange. So I think I did see an official raise his hand on that one. So that Bryant exchange looked a little early. We'll see what happens here as we go to the finish, and it's Rowan 123.76. Bryant A takes second. Bentley A takes third. So Rowan A gets it done, 123.76. They're all smiles over there. Good sportsmanship with the swimmers shaking hands. There are your final results. Rowan A takes first, Bryant A second, Bentley third. So again, I did see one of the officials who was overseeing the Bryant exchange from the third swimmer to the anchor put his hand up. So there is a 10-minute break. I do know that in relay starts, it has to be dual confirmed. So there have to be two officials that see the same thing. There are two officials each watching 4 lanes or 5 lanes, and it has to be confirmed. So we'll see what happens there. But right now, unofficially, it's Rowan 1, Bryant 2, Bentley 3. We're going to take this quick 10-minute break. We're going to get these graphics off your screen so you can see the warm-up pool. We'll be back in about 8 minutes, and we'll get into our individual events, which will be first the women's 400 IM. All right, we are back here from WPI. So we're trying some new things. It seems like it's working out good. Just to make sure that everyone is clear, certainly we're not trying to zoom in on anybody to show the detriment of anyone else, right? This is sports. So this is what we do in sports. By highlighting a winner, we're certainly not, going to the detriment of anybody else. Every one of these swimmers is a winner in my book. From top to bottom, just being out in the pool and doing what they do. So I just wanted to make sure everyone was clear on that, just by zooming in on the winner, giving them their moment, no different than in any other sport. And again, it's no disrespect to any of the other swimmers. So I hope everyone understands that. As we move into event 21, it's the women's 400-yard IM. And again, just to revisit that, I certainly don't want anyone to think because we're showing a winner that we don't care about anyone else. I care about every single swimmer in this pool, and that's why we try and give everyone their due coverage. But, when you win events in any sport, you do get highlighted. So that's what we're trying to do here. And I to be honest, I think the winners deserve that highlight. They all work very hard, every swimmer, but when you win at an event like this, at a meet like this, I think you certainly deserve a little bit of the spotlight, a little tiny bit. So again, I hope no one is offended. As we move on to event 21, Heat 1, this is the women's 4IM. Only 2 swimmers here in Heat 1, Sophia Wong in lane 5, Taylor Walker in lane 6.
Sophia Wong in lane 5 and Taylor Walker in lane 6.
So now with only 2 swimmers in the pool, lane by lane, we'll get you a little bit of a close-up of those swimmers. Again, Sophia Wong in lane 5, Taylor Walker in lane 6. Sophia Wong from Bentley leading the way, followed by Taylor Walker from WPI. Again, this is the 4IM. One of the more grueling events that these swimmers will swim, when you talk about tough events that aren't, the super long distance events, I mean, obviously the mile, very difficult race. But I think if you ask most swimmers about the toughest races on their body, they're going to tell you the 4IM, they're going to tell you the 2 fly. Those are the tougher races. The 2 back is another one, puts a tremendous amount of tire into your legs. That lactic acid builds up pretty quickly. Sophia Wong still leading the way. And actually, quick little side note, I just met Sam Dienstag's dad from Brandeis University. As you saw last night, yesterday morning actually, Sam broke the meet record in the 500 free with a 426.99. And Jesse Dienstag told me they went to the Flying Rhino this afternoon and they loved it. So see, if you're in town, you still get another day, folks. If you're in town, you still have another day to go to the Flying Rhino. It's in Worcester on Shrewsbury Street. Go check out their menu first if you're unsure. My suggestion, no matter what you get those truffle tater tots. They're absolute fire. And where's Mrs. HDMS? Mrs. HDMS, we fixed that far end camera. So the turn side camera, we pretty much eliminated the warm-up lane where it have swimmers in it. We still, because of the aspect ratio, can't get the first warm-up lane out of it, but there's nobody in there. So it's not distracting. So let me know what you think. Hopefully that works out good. Michelle, thank you very much. Oh, it might be. Michelle, thank you for the compliments. Listen, I certainly understand. I don't know, what has been done previously. I don't know what has been done previously. So, again, I'm just coming here to try and, spice up the live stream. Again, if you watch swimming on the national level with ESPN, NBC, for a majority of a lot of those races, they are focused in on the lead swimmers. So we try and do it different. I try and keep it completely focused in on the whole field for most of the time. Sophia Wong continues to lead this one from Bentley. So Wong, the sophomore from Bentley, came in with a 5:23.26. Taylor Walker comes in with a 5:40.67. So both of these young ladies will be looking to improve on those times here. Again, this 4IM, one of the more grueling events, one of my favorite events to watch, just because of the lead changes that you typically see. It's very rare that you find a swimmer that is just A++ on every single stroke. Everybody has that stroke that they like and that stroke that they don't like, and that's where the 4IM really comes into play as we watch Sophia Wong take this 5:18.58. We'll watch Taylor Walker finish up here. 5:43.47. So there's Sophia Wong. She's the winner of heat number 1 from Bentley. Both of these young ladies exhausted. Good performances there. Wong drops 5 seconds with her winning time. Now we'll move on to heat number 2. This will be the B final. I think they're going to do the walk-up music a little different tonight also from what I heard. They're going to announce the swimmers tonight in the A final while they're in the water. So they were announcing them out of the water last night, I think, to cut down on time. They're going to announce those swimmers while they're in the water tonight. At least that was the plan prior to the session. That could have changed. This is your B final. Emma Savoy from Springfield comes in with the top time, 4:54.26. Kylie Herb Stuber in lane 1 from WPI. Molly Kleindinst from Rowan in lane 2. Sophia Stewart from Brandeis in lane 3. Emily Dussault from Merrimack in 4. The aforementioned Savoy in lane 5. Audrey Teow from Brandeis in lane 6. It's Jenna Durgan from Merrimack in lane 7. Kendall Garvey from Babson in 8. Aria Smith from Brandeis in 9. And Vangela Randall from Babson in lane 10. It's Audrey Teow from Brandeis leading the way early. Our top 5 swimmers are only separated by a second. Again, we're very early here in this 400 IM. There will be a lot of lead changes as we go back and forth. By the way, we're up to 171 people on the stream. We were hoping to break 200 today. We're oh so close. If we don't break it today, I'm pretty confident we'll break it tomorrow. We've had some amazing audiences here this weekend. The engagement and participation has been fantastic. For that, I thank you. As I had mentioned, and Emma Savoy has now moved into the lead. Audrey Teow drops down to second. third place right now is Aria Smith. As I mentioned before, I think a lot of times when WPI has done their live streaming on YouTube, they turn the comments off. And I can see why they do that. A lot of times, sometimes you'll have a troll jump into the chat and say things. YouTube has some really good explicit language filters which removes that. But I never turn it off, because I rely on that engagement. I love communicating with the audience, right? So if I'm not talking to you and you're not talking to me, I don't know that I might not notice that camera is a little askew and I got to fix it. I might not know some of the other things like the pronunciations, which you all have helped me with tremendously. So I love the chat, I love the engagement, and I really do appreciate every single one of you who have engaged in the chat, with some feedback in one way or another. So thank you very much. Emma Savoy still leading the way in lane 5. So she's at the halfway mark. She'll turn into the breaststroke here. This is where you typically see in the IM a changing of the guard. Typically, you'll see swimmers jockey and change places in this breaststroke portion, especially here on the 4 IM, where they're swimming a 100 breast. So let's keep an eye on where we were going into the breaststroke, where we are coming out. Going in, once again, it was Emma Savoy in first, Kendall Garvey in second, Sophia Stewart in third. Odds are, when we get into the freestyle, that order will change. We shall see. Emma Savoy, though, continuing to look strong here. She's a freshman from Springfield College, came in with a 4:54.26. So she'll be looking to drop some time here. The field starting to creep up here. Kendall Garvey from Babson starting to make a move. Emily Dussault from Merrimack. She's in lane 4. You'll see now she's come within a body length of Savoy. So we're about to make this turn into freestyle. That's where this race is going to be decided. It's getting very close. Savoy will go into freestyle with the lead. Emily Dussault has moved up into second. Audrey Teow has gone from 6th place at the 250-yard mark up to 3rd. So let's see if Emma Savoy can hold on. I mean, it would be a shame if she wasn't able to, because she swam such a good race. But here comes Emily Dussault on the inside. So this is shaping up to be an exciting final 50. Emma Savoy leads the way in lane 5 from Springfield, Emily Dussault right behind her from Merrimack, about a 1.25 seconds behind. It's really those two swimmers. Can Dussault catch Savoy here in the final 25, or will it be a beginning to end victory for Emma Savoy? About 12 yards to go. Savoy starting to pick up that kick a little bit. She can feel that wall coming at the flags into the wall, and it will be Emma Savoy. 4:50.44. Emily Dussault takes second, 4:51.64. Audrey Teow takes third. But wow, what a race for Emma Savoy. Emma Savoy, the winner from Springfield, 4:50.44. So Savoy does a great job there. So sorry about that. I have to kill the music because WPI will get a copyright infringement. So we're into the heat number 2. Well, Yeah, this is the A final. Okay, my screen wasn't updated. There we go. We're into the A final, folks. I knew we were in the A final, but my screen hadn't updated. Angela Lee from Babson in lane 1. Megan Donnelly from Bryant in lane 2. It's Emma Padros from Rowan in 3. It's Natalie Kuipers from Bryant in lane 4. Samantha Grennan from Bryant in 5. April Kupski from Babson in 6. Lizzie Frazier from Springfield in 7. Molly Sykes from WPI in lane 8. Maria Nenadich in lane 9 from Springfield. Rounding out the field in lane 10, it's Anna Jackson. Bryant is 1-2 right now, very early after the 100 mark. They've turned into backstroke. Samantha Grennan in lane 5. Natalia Kuipers in lane 4. They are both leading the way. Yes, Tim Lee, 193. We were up there. We're getting close to that 200 mark. I think we can do it. I have faith in this audience that we can break through here. So what I was mentioning, for those of you who were on the broadcast last night, YouTube has this crazy AI that can note copyrighted music being played. And what happens is if they notice that copyrighted music, and they do, even if that thing is in the background and picked up at the faintest level, you get a copyright infringement strike on your account. They do not keep the video up. And then if it happens more than once, they suspend your account. So unfortunately, I would love to play that walk-up music that all the swimmers have and let the audience hear it. But the problem is I don't want WPI to get a copyright infringement strike on their YouTube account. So, again, I know it's an inconvenience, but for that 7 or 8 seconds that they do play the music, I do have to kill the mics. So I apologize for that, but I don't apologize for that because I certainly don't want WPI to get have anything happen to their account. So that being said, Samantha Grennan putting on a show here in this women's 400 IM. 4:30.84 this morning. So we'll see. She's at the 250-yard mark. Grennan leads the way. She's followed by Natalia Kuipers, who is second in lane 4. But April Kupski from Babson is right there behind them. So 1, 2, and 3, Bryant, Babson. Grennan will make that turn into freestyle. The real battle here is for second. So Natalia Kuipers in lane 4, April Kupski from Babson in lane 6. But right now, Samantha Grennan has a very big lead. At last check, that lead was 8 seconds over Kuipers. We'll get a check-in here at the 350-yard mark. But again, she's looking to improve on that time from this morning, 4:30.84. 3:56.12 right now with 50 to go. Grennan has been in command from the very beginning here. That lead is about 9 seconds over her teammate Natalia Kuipers. And what a performance here by Grennan. Kuipers should take second. Kupski takes third if everything holds true. Samantha Grennan, though, 4:27.29. So she drops almost 3 seconds, over 3 seconds off her time from this morning. Her teammate Kuipers takes second. Kupski takes third. So Samantha Grennan, your women's 4IM winner. And what a race it was. Congratulations to Samantha. 4:27.29. So we'll move now into the men's 4IM. There are your full results. Grennan, Kuipers, Kupski, 1, 2, and 3. Beach Dude, I'm trying to hold up for another day. Sunday is always the tough day with the voice. We'll move into the C final of the men's 400 IM. This is Heat 1. Devin Mahaichuk from WPI in lane 1. Edward Arafea from Bentley in 2. James Bygut from Rowan in 3. It's Colton Linwinchek in lane 4 from Bryant. Eli Budd from WPI in 5. Leighton Wielgozinski from Bentley in 6. Kai West also from Bentley in 7. Bora Hurst from WPI in 8. Rounding out the field in lane 9, it's Brandon McMahon from Rowan. Lane 10 is open, but Beach Dude, listen, let me tell you, the voice by the time tomorrow night finals comes, whew. And I'll tell you, if you haven't already figured this out, right, to do something like this, you have to love to talk. And typically when I go home, like the next day after this, I'm not doing a lot of talking. And my family is like, what's going on? I'm like, just tired. Long weekend. The word count is probably in the 6 digits by the time the weekend is done here. Leighton Wielgozinski leading the way from Bentley early on in lane 6. As you can see, the field is pretty tightly bunched up here. Not a lot of separation all the way around. And again, you'll see that with this 4 AM. A lot of lead changes. Looks like right now, Brandon McMahon in lane 9 from Rowan could be our leader as we hit the 150-yard mark. And it is McMahon. So McMahon was first at the 50, third at the 100. Now he's moved back into first. Edward Arafeev from Bentley is running in second, and Leighton Wielgozinski is in third. Meet record for the women's 400 IM set in 2014 was 4:28. That was by Kathleen Pruden. And Samantha Grennan beat that record. So we have a new record holder for the meet for the women's 4IM. Congratulations to Samantha Grennan from Bryant. Thank you to Beach Dude out there for pointing this out to me. I feel like a inferior play-by-play guy. I missed that one. The men's record, just so we can get that out there, 3:55.76. That's the meet record. 3:55.76 that was set back in December of 2018 by Micah Ornelas. So again, another reason why we have the live chat going. These are the tidbits that I love to see. And listen, folks, if you know one of your swimmers breaks a school record, please let me know in the live chat so I can get it out there. I do have a lot of information at my fingertips in the form of paper here. The problem is these meets move so fast, it's literally impossible to look up every swimmer and every pastime and every record just because it's lightning fast. Unfortunately, I don't have a producer in my ear feeding me this stuff like Dan Hicks and Rowdy Gaines have. They're lucky. They have someone in their ear giving them all the times and the records and all of that stuff. Wish I had that, but I don't. It's okay. Maybe at some point. Brandon McMahon remains the leader. Colton Linwinchek from Bryant has moved into second. Eli Budd from WPI in third. So McMahon looking really strong at the top in lane 9. Colton Linwinchek starting to make a move now. He's behind McMahon by 0.5 of a second. 50 to go here. Can Linwinchek catch up to McMahon? 25 yards to go. Can McMahon hang on? About 12 yards to go here, and it's looking that way. So the C final looks like it's going to go to Rowan, and it will be Brandon McMahon in lane 9, 4:22.38, a 12-second time drop. Litwinchek goes 4:23.91, a 5-second drop. Edward Arafev from Bentley goes a 4:25.13, and that's a 5-second drop. So these time drops are just unbelievable for a midseason meet. Congratulations to Brandon McMahon from Rowan, 4:22.38. Here are your full results. McMahon first, Litwinchak second, Arafev third. And listen, I got to give, again, one more time, I got to give my team up here the credit. Eloisa is on point with the camera. My daughter Avery is managing. She's like the producer, so she's switching the cameras. She's triggering the graphics. She's 11 years old, folks, so I hate to, pat my own kid on the back, but she's doing a great job up here, as is our whole team. So as we move into the B final, you'll find Jake Thomas from WPI in lane 1, Fraser Milligan from WPI in 2, Tal Spector from Brandeis in 3, TJ Modersky from Rowan in 4. It's Rocco Evangelista from Rowan in lane 5, Michael Motizzi from Bentley in lane 6, Andrew Medjuka from Bentley in 7, Matthew Segui from WPI in lane 8, AJ Martinez from Brandeis in 9, and it's Patrick Clementi from Rowan in lane 10. Whew, that's a lot. TJ Modersky leads the way early. Modersky went a 4:23.66 this morning. He was the third fastest qualifier behind Evangelista and Motizzi. So we'll see how this shapes out. Modersky, Evangelista, and Motizzi, 1, 2, and 3. So Rowan with the top 2 spots right now. They've moved over to the backstroke. TJ Modersky continues to lead the way. Modersky and Evangelista. One and two in the inverse now, as Evangelista has moved into first. So Modersky in lane 4. Evangelista in lane 5 and Motizzi in 6. So it's now Evangelista and Michael Motizzi from Bentley, 1 and 2. Let's see what that lead is. It's a little over 2.5 seconds. Fraser Milligan from WPI has moved up into third. He's in lane 2 at the bottom of your screen as they've transitioned into the breaststroke. Again, the other thing that certainly impresses me at the collegiate level here, when we go to that far side camera when they make their turns, you'll see that there are swimmers 4 to 5 deep in every single lane cheering on their teammates. And that is just amazing to see. It shows the sportsmanship, the teamwork, the collaboration, just the overall culture that each one of these schools and their coaches have built. You can see it on the far right of your screen right now. Every lane is represented by swimmers rooting on their teammates. A lot of them have different themes. I think WPI's theme tonight is Hawaii. They're dressed in their Hawaiian shirts and their leis. So real sense of teamwork, real sense of family with each one of these programs here, which is really nice to see. Rocco Evangelista still leads the way in lane 5. Here comes Fraser Milligan, though. Milligan and Modersky, they're right behind him, as is Michael Motizzi. Let's see if Evangelista can hold on to this lead. This is our B final of the 4IM. And Evangelista will take it to the end here. 50 to go. Can he hold on? Modersky has moved up into second. Second and a half behind. Fraser Milligan in third, just under 2.5 seconds behind. 25 yards to go. This is Evangelista's race to lose here. And it looks like it will be a good B final for Rowan. They'll take the top 2 spots. Rocco Evangelista takes first. Teammate TJ Modersky takes second. It is Fraser Milligan from WPI who takes third. Rocco Evangelista, your men's 4IM winner. There are your final results. A final right off the bat here. Bryant in lanes 1 and 2. Griffin Schimmel in lane 1. Aiden Trenery in lane 2. Lane 3 is James Chan from Springfield. Lane 4, Andrew Gamper from Bryant. Lane 5, Joe Rucci from Rowan. Lane 6, Roman San Juan from Bryant. Lane 7, Kevin Yanagasawa from Rowan. Lane 8, it's Sam Bundy from Brandeis. Lane 9, Joshua Kim from Babson. And rounding out the field in lane 10, it's Tyler Stringfellow from Bryant. Joe Rucci leads the way from Rowan early on. Rowan in the top 2 spots right here. So Rowan goes 1 and 2 in the B final. Can they go 1 and 2 in the A final? That remains to be seen. Joe Rucci was our top overall qualifier, 407.78. So they have a very good chance at winning this B and A final. Rucci will be the leader after the butterfly. He'll head into the backstroke. Really tight field here. So take a look at lanes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Really all within striking distance of each other. Again, you'll see a lot of lead changes here during the 4IM. Especially that it's the 4. The 2IM, you also see a lot of lead changes, but obviously it's a shorter race, so less opportunity for there to be a ton of changes. Looks like we're up to 183 on the live stream. 17 more people. We break that magical 200 mark. It's like I wish we had a sponsor. So I forget where it is. I think it's in Philadelphia in the NBA for the 76ers. If the opposing team misses 2 free throws at the line, everybody gets free Chick-fil-A the next day. So I wish we had some sort of sponsor here where we could say, all right, if we get 250 people, you all get a free Dunkin' coffee tomorrow. That would be, I think that would drive people, especially here in the Northeast. Dunkin', there's a Dunkin' every 2 miles, or not even, all over the place. But we're up to 190, so 10 more to go, and we break that 200 mark. James Chan, meanwhile, had moved into first momentarily. Looks like Rucci has moved back into first. San Juan second, Chan third. So again, there'll be a lot of changing of the guards here. We're into the breaststroke. Rucci has moved back into the lead. He did drop down as far as third at the end of the backstroke. He's now moved up back into the lead. Joe Rucci, the senior from Rowan, came in with a 407.78. Roman San Juan right behind him. As they transition over to freestyle, it's going to be a good 100 free sprint for the title of the 400 IM winner. Joe Rucci in lane 5, Roman San Juan in lane 6. They're literally about a foot apart from each other. They're breathing toward each other's side. So this is shaping up to be a very exciting final 50. They'll turn almost simultaneously. Speaking of simultaneously, folks, they're 1/100th of a second apart. They'll make their final turn. It looked like it was Rucci slightly ahead. Here we go, folks. Final 25. Joe Rucci from Rowan in lane 5. Roman San Juan from Bryant in lane 6. Rucci has surged ahead ever so slightly at the flags and into the wall. It's Rucci. 0.2 of a second ahead of San Juan from Bryant. Yanagasawa comes in third from Rowan. So Joe Rucci makes it 2 in a row for Rowan. 4:05.36. Nice performance there by Joe Rucci. He'll take his cap off. He'll take a breather. Great performance by Rucci. 4:05.36. It's almost a 2.5 second time drop off this morning. Roman San Juan right behind him just gets out-touched. 4:05.59. It's a 3-second drop for him, and James Chan goes to 4:09.55, which is a 4-second time drop. So now we'll move into event 23. It's a women's 100-yard backstroke. The meet record was set in 2012 by Reagan Lord. That doesn't sound right. I believe Reagan Lord is actually a senior at Bryant right now. That maybe should have said, I don't know. It definitely, yeah, it could have been transposed there. That may be 2021. It certainly wasn't 2012 because Reagan Lord was not in college in 2012. But in any event, we're into Heat 1 of the women's 100 back. Top time belongs to Q Clayton in lane 5 from Rowan. So we go from one of our longest events of the night to one of our shorter ones. Q Clayton in lane 5, Rachel Zhang in lane 8. They're leading the way right now, 0.2 of a second apart. Catherine Curry running in third from Babson right now. 194, we're up to 196. 4 more people, where are they? 4 more people, we break that 200 mark. We were shooting for 200 today. We're at 197, folks. We wanted to get to 200 today, 225, 250 tomorrow. I think we're going to get 3 more people here very quickly. And it looks like it's Rachel Zhang, and it is. Rachel Zhang from WPI, 102.15. Clayton takes second. Curry takes third. So Rachel Zhang in lane 8. She's at the top of your screen there.
E2, B final.
We'll move into our B final. There are your lane assignments. Audrey Dino from WPI comes in with the top time in this B final, 1:00.92. She's a sophomore from WPI. $1:00.92 was Dino's time this morning. As you can see, all 10 swimmers basically at the wall simultaneously. Let's see if we can pick out that leader. Could be lane 2. That's Taylor White from Bentley. We'll know here at this turn, and it is Taylor White from Bentley. Kitchob in second, Dino third right now. As a matter of fact, your top 9 swimmers, 0.9 of a second apart. The field is only a second apart. So really anyone's race right now heading into the 75-yard wall. This is going to be too close to call. Taylor White is in lane 2. Morgan Foltz in lane 8. Who's going to touch first? And it is Foltz, 1:00.17 in lane 8. So Morgan Foltz All right, we're back for the A final. Top overall time here belongs to Julia Stennard this morning, 56:05. There are your lane assignments. Let's see if Stennard can be beaten Ella Pennington from Rowan, the freshman, comes in with a 57.61 this morning. So they had the two fastest times. So keep an eye on lanes 5 and 6. Mike King, thank you for that update on Reagan Lord. You know, I was wondering where Reagan was. I'm familiar with the Lords. My daughter used to swim club with Avery Lord, Reagan's sister. There's 3 Lords, I believe. Reagan's at Bryant. Hannah is at Lehigh, I believe. And I forget, I don't know if Avery's a freshman or if she's a senior in high school, but she's committed somewhere as well. But I was wondering where Reagan was. Reagan is competing at the U.S. Open this weekend down in Greensboro, North Carolina. So a big good luck to Reagan Lord. And a big congratulations here to Julia Stennard. She will be the A final winner, 56.05. Pennington takes second. Izuka will take third. So nice job by Julia Stennard. She was the top qualifier this morning. She's the top at the finals tonight, 56.05. She comes in exactly at her time from this morning. So how's that for consistency? 56.05 in prelims, 56.05 in finals. So we'll move into event 24. It's the men's 100-yard backstroke. So this is the C final of the men's 100 backstroke. Lanes 1 and 10 are open. Shane Conroy from Bentley comes in with the top time in this heat from this morning. Senior, 58.05. So keep an eye on Conroy in lane 5. 5 swimmers out of these 8 come in sub 1 minute times this morning. Conroy in the lead at the halfway mark. He's out in a 27.67. He's followed by Gavin McCullough from WPI and Rodrigo Gomez from Bentley. So Bentley looking to put 2 out of the top 3 here as they hit the 75-yard wall. It is Conroy who remains your leader, but look how tight this is, folks. Anyone in lanes 4, 5, 6, and 7, it's up for grabs here, but it will be Shane Conroy in lane 5. 57.82 for Conroy. Gomez takes second. McCullough third. Shane Conroy slaps the water. He's the winner here, 57.82. He does drop about 0.2 of a second from his prelim swim this morning. Rodrigo Gomez second. Gavin McCullough third. As we move into Heat 2 and the B final. Folks, we were up to 199, but we did not break it. We're at 195 right now. We right on the cusp of 200 as we move into the B final. Sean Riordan from Brandeis has your top time coming in to this B final, 54.86. Keep an eye on Austin Aguirre as well, Raj Pada. Everyone in this heat comes in a sub 58 time. So let's see if Riordan can come into the B final with the top time and go out with the top time as well. He is, I believe, in the lead at the halfway mark, and he is by 0.3 over Pata and Swan, 0.4 over Aguirre. Top 6 swimmers separated by 0.9 of a second. Again, in a short race like a 100 back, not a lot of opportunity to get a big separation, especially in a finals like this. Here comes Austin Aguirre now in lane 4 from WPI. Aguirre and Riordan battling their stroke for stroke into the wall. Who's going to out-touch who? And it is Riordan. By 5/100ths, Aguirre will take second. Aaron Swan from WPI takes third. So Sean Riordan from Brandeis, your B flight winner. Sean Reardon with the win there in lane 5. Sorry, Mike. Appreciate the update on the pronunciation. We'll move into the A final here. Benton Farabee in lane 1 from Brandeis. Jordan McMillan from Springfield in 2. Christopher Smith from WPI in 3. Jack Ossie from Bryant in 4. It's Jack Watson from Rowan in 5. Kyle Staubbe from WPI in 6. Owen Oldenburg from Springfield in 7. Aiden Greenfield from WPI in 8. Mac DeGenero from Rowan in 9. And Christian Werner from Rowan in lane 10. This could be one of those rare races where in 100 we have a breakaway winner. Take a look at Jack Watson here from Rowan. He went a 50-41 this morning. He was just out in a 23-30. He has built up already about a 3-4 second lead on the field, and it will be Jack Watson from Rowan, 48-68. So he'll drop almost 2 full seconds. Staubbe takes second, Christopher Smith third, but Jack Watson, 48-68 as he gets on that lane line and celebrate. Have at it, Jack. He's fired up. His Rowan teammates are fired up, and they should be. Nice congratulatory handshake there. Jack Watson, 48-68. What was that? Meet record there for Jack Watson. So congratulations to Jack Watson from Rowan. A meet record, 48-68. To put a cherry on top of this 100 backstroke, we'll now move into event 25. It's the women's 50-yard butterfly. Wow, some records being broke tonight. This is exciting. How about this for exciting? This C final full of Clark swimmers. Lanes 1 through 10, all Clark. I think we do have a scratch in lane 6. So lane 6 is open, but every other lane is a Clark swimmer. Peyton Dawley in 1, Biana Chaparanian in 2, Samantha Slater in 3, Hannah Poulos in 4, Anne-Marie Walsh in 5, Ashlyn Blair in 7, Sid Koshin-Sparger in 8, Hannah Ross in 9, Katerina Milinovic in lane 10. Again, this is the 50 fly, up and back, really quick. It looks like Anne-Marie Walsh here, and it is Walsh, 30-80. Poulos takes second, Blair third. So Anne-Marie Walsh from Clark, 30-80. She is your C flight winner. Hannah Poulos takes second, Ashlyn Blair third as we move into our B final, where you'll find Jordan Clements from Merrimack, the senior, 27.97. So this is our B final, women's 50 fly. Jordan Clements from Merrimack came in with the top time. She's looking to go out with the top time here. Lada DiMascola is going to have something to say about that. She's right there in lane 6. Can Clements hold on at the wall? And it is Clements. She'll out-touch DiMascola, who takes second. Bailey will take third. So Jordan Clements, your B final winner. We'll now move into our A final. Emma Rennie comes in with the top time from this morning, 25.85. She's in lane 5 from Brandeis. So it looks like we're having a little block problem on lane 3 that's been resolved. This is the A final of the women's 50 fly. Good start there by Rennie in lane 5. Great reaction time. In these 50s, it's all about those starts and turns. The margin of error is paper thin in these 50s, which are typically decided by tenths, if not hundredths of a second. As you see here, 4, 5, and 6, Wu, Rennie, and Figueroa all battling here for supremacy, and it is Rennie who takes it 25-40. Figueroa second, Wu third. So Emma Rennie from Brandeis will be your overall 50 fly winner. 25-40. She drops 4/10 off her time from this morning. It's all right. Marcela Figueroa takes second. Andrea Wu, the standout freshman from WPI, takes third. We'll now move into the event 26, which is the men's 50-yard butterfly. Folks, we did it. We broke 200. We are officially at 201 viewers. Our most viewed broadcast of the weekend so far. We'll talk more about it in a minute, but we have our C final here of the 50 fly. Brynave Twyman comes in with the top time in lane 5 from Clark, 25-44 this morning. Gore, Baguman, and Brynave Twyman will battle here, and at the wall it is Twyman. 25-25, Deng takes second, Callanan takes third. So it is Brynave Twyman with the victory in the C final here. There are your full results. And folks, I got to tell you again, I've said this a million times, I am loving this setup with the winner graphic, the zoomed in camera. We will be repeating this tomorrow night at finals, just so you know. Always trying to find ways to add to the broadcast, make it better, make it look more like it does on TV. So we'll move into our B final. Top time coming in belongs to Viet An and Guyan from Springfield. He's a freshman, 24:50 this morning in prelims. He is in lane 5. Marshall Wilson from Bentley with a great turn there at that 25-yard mark. So Marshall Wilson, lightning fast turn. He's in lane 4. Can he hold on at the flags into the wall? And no, Nguyen will take it. 24-40. Wilson takes second by 2/100ths of a second. Third place goes to Charles Keene from Bryant. So it's Viet An Nguyen who takes the B final. All right, moving into our A final of the 50 fly. Joey Toomey from Bentley in lane 1. Hawken Hammond from Babson in 2. Brandon Naylor from Bryan in 3. Mason Campbell from Bryan in 4. Reese Stevenson from Bryan in 5. Christopher Smith from WPI in 6. Anthony Vizantil from Bentley in 7. Matthew Delia from Babson in 8. Eric Cherney from Brandeis in 9. Daniel Smith from Clark in lane 10. Reese Stevenson had the top time this morning, 23:19. One of a handful of swimmers sub 24. This is too close to call, folks. Lanes 1 through 9 or 10 could actually win this. Who's going to touch at the wall? And it is Campbell. Mason Campbell from Bryant, 22:99. Brandon Naylor takes second. Christopher Smith takes third. So Mason Campbell from Bryant So Mason Campbell, Brandon Naylor, both from Bryant, they go 1 and 2. Christopher Smith from WPI takes third as we move into the women's 200 freestyle.
Event 27, women's 200-yard freestyle. P1C final.
C final of the women's 200 free. It's event 27. Hannah King has the top time coming in. She's a freshman from Bryant, 2:00.62. So 200 freestyle, a little bit different than the 50 fly. We can all take a second and catch our breaths. Some amazing performances there in the 50 fly, but what I wanted to touch on real quick is we did go over 200. We're at 203 viewers for the broadcast. It's the high water mark so far for the weekend. A big thank you to each and every one of you out there tuning in, passing that link on to your friends. And, you know, I'm saying thank you on behalf of the swimmers, right? Because all of these great swimmers deserve every set of eyeballs they can have on them for these outstanding performances here this weekend. I've said it ad nauseum. I was not raised a swimmer and really knew nothing about swimming until my daughter started to swim. And the hard work and dedication that these athletes put in is literally second to none out of any sport. So, fantastic. We went over 200. We're going to try and get to that 225, 250 mark tomorrow for our final day. I'm pretty confident we can do it. Hannah King is the leader here at the halfway mark, now at the 150-yard mark. She's followed by her Bryant teammate, Anna Jackson. Lindsay Cav from Rowan is in third. Now, there's another name. So if we got any Rowan parents out there, Lindsay, C-A-V-E, right? Your instincts would be to say Cave, and maybe I overthink it. I throw the Cav in there. So someone help me out. Let's see who's going to take first here. Jackson with the surge at the end, and it is Anna Jackson from Bryant, 158.46. She'll out-touch King, 158.64. So Anna Jackson from Bryant gets it done in the C final. Look, she looked right up at the camera with a big smile. It's like she knew we were on her. Nice job by Jackson, who takes first. King takes second. Lindsay Cave takes third. I'm going to go with Cave because it's the obvious pronunciation. Of course, I'm probably wrong. If I am, please correct me. We'll move into the B final. There are your full results of the C final. B final forthcoming. We'll see Michaela Pierce here. She comes in with the top time in the B final. She's a freshman from Bryant, 158.23. How about Anna Jackson with that outside smoke in lane 1, getting it done in the C final. Nice work by Jackson. So, folks, I promise tomorrow morning we'll start this broadcast at 8:45 promptly, and I'll go over some team scores and all of that stuff. We've been a little remiss with the scoring part. I'll make sure to get here nice and early tomorrow morning, get those printed team scores and everything, and we'll go over it going into the prelims tomorrow morning. All right, so Ginny says I'm right. Like the hole in the hillside, it is Cave. Lindsay Cave. Ginny, I don't know why I was overthinking it there, but sometimes I do that. I overcomplicate things. My first gut reaction was Cave. It's Lindsay Cave. Come on. But then I throw a Cave into there, and I don't know. So thank you, Ginny. Lindsay Cave from Rowan took third in that C final. We're on to the B final here. Michaela Pierce, again, top time coming in lane 5 from Bryant. Keep an eye on McKaylee Charlemagne from Springfield. It's also been a standout here this weekend. Kay Shen from Springfield in lane 2 at the bottom of your screen, looking strong. Again, 200 free. Lot of strategy involved here. Almost has become a purely sprinter's event at this point in time. And I really feel like Katie Ledecky has made anything into a sprinting event. If you have watched Katie Ledecky swim those long distance events like the 800 and further, she literally is sprinting every single length of the pool. So these 200 events, while it's not a 50 or 100, is turned into a quasi sprint. Michaela Pierce leading the way at the halfway mark. We have a perfect, almost a perfect arrow here in the pool. Pierce will take that lead into the final 50. She leads her Bryant teammate Paige Edwards by a little under a second and a half. Leads Charlemagne by a second and 3/4. So I don't know if anyone's going to catch Pierce here. Looks like she's well on her way to being the B winner out of lane 5. So Michaela Pierce from Bryant will take this one, 154.76. Edwards takes second. McChesney takes third. Nice job by Pierce there. High fives over to Charlemagne and McChesney. This will take us to our A final, where you will find Jill Carline from Bryant, the top overall qualifier. She's a freshman from Bryant, as I mentioned earlier this morning. She's the reigning Massachusetts State High School champion in the 100 and 200 freestyle. Nicole Caruso in lane 1 from Brandeis. Jenna Wild from Brandeis in lane 2. Charlie Legalis from Bryant in lane 3. Laura Carey from Bryant in 4. Jill Carline from Bryant in 5. Erin Daruska from Bryant in 6. Bailey Gold from Brandeis in 7. It's Dariana Gonzalez from Bentley in 8. Nevasa from Merrimack in 9. And Lada DiMascola from WPI in lane 10. And Carline is out in front after the 50. I am never one to call a race this early, but I think I can confidently say it's going to be very tough for the field to catch Carline here. She loves to swim from out in front. Once she does get out in front, she does not take her foot off the gas pedal. I am very familiar with watching Jill swim. She swims on the same club circuit as my daughter, so she swam for Bluefish Swim Club, who has put a ton of swimmers into high-level D1 programs and the Olympics. Just Friday night, Josh Parent from Bluefish Swim Club qualified for Olympic trials down at the Greensboro U.S. Open. Zuri Ferguson, another Bluefish swimmer, is swimming, I believe, today down in the U.S. Open in the one back. So it's Carline and Daruska leading the way. Oh, it's Neva. Thank you, Sarah. Neva Sa. Ugh. Again, one of those I should have known. I apologize. We'll get that right next time. Carline got it right here. 151.27 for Carline. She'll drop time from this morning. Daruska takes second. Legalis takes third. So Jill Carline, your overall winner of the 2 free. So again, folks, she is a freshman at Bryant. There are your final results. It's a clean sweep at the top for Bryant, 1, 2, and 3. Carline, Daruska, and Legalis. We'll move now into the men's 200 freestyle. Moving right along in the program. I think it is moving better as they're announcing the A finalist in the water rather than before they get in the water. We're certainly cruising along a little bit here tonight. Event 28, Heat 1, men's 200 free. Nikita Zuev from WPI in lane 5. The freshman comes in with a 1:47.77. Good reaction time across the field there. Dominic Marco from Springfield in lane 1. Spencer Ernst from Babson in 2. James Smith from Brandeis in 3. John Puxta, from WPI in 4. The aforementioned Zuev from WPI in 5. Alvin Ontero in lane 6. It's Kyle Staubbe. In lane 6. Blake Albanese in lane 8. Sergio Torres from Bentley in 9. Evan Buckley from WPI in lane 10. It is Zuev leading the way from WPI in lane 5 at the halfway mark. He was out in a 50.92. Clocked a 1:47.77 this morning in prelims. Here comes Blake Albanese from Babson. Keep an eye on him in lane 8 with just about 50 yards to go. Albanese starting to make his move. He was third after 50, second at the 100 and now 150-yard mark. He's starting to challenge Zuev. And Albanese may have moved into first, and he has. So Albanese has moved into first here. 25 yards to go. Kyle Staubbe from WPI may have moved into second, but it looks like it's going to be Blake Albanese from Babson, and it is. 1:45.99. Staubbe takes second. Puxta takes third. There's Albanese right there in the middle of your screen in lane 8. He's the winner, 1:45.99 of the C final. There are your full results. We'll now move into the B final. Anthony Vizantil in lane 1 from Bentley, Matthew Crane in 2 from WPI. It's Asher Stuckelman from Bryant in 3. Ryan Looney from Bentley in 4. Aiden Greenfield from WPI in 5. Paul Ryder from Rowan in 6. Griffin Schimmel from Bryant in 7. Andrew Dang from Rowan in 8. Aaron Swan from WPI in 9. Nico Andrianto from Rowan in lane 10. Aiden Greenfield had the top time coming in this morning in this heat. Sophomore from WPI, 1:46.24. It's Vizintil from Bentley who leads the way right now in lane 1. So we've had one winner already tonight from lane 1, Anna Jackson from Bryant. Anthony Vizintil looking to be the second winner from lane 1. He's the leader at the halfway mark, 50-34. Top 4 swimmers separated by 0.7 of a second. You see Matthew Crane right there. You see Stuckelman from Bryant right there. And then at the top of your screen in lane 8, it's Andrew Dang from Rowan. Vizintal leads the way at the 150-yard mark. So let's see. We're shooting for our second winner from lane 1. It certainly makes it easier on Eloisa here for the camera duties. She can get really up close and personal with lane 1. Vizintel will make his final turn here, and he starts to pull away from the field. So Vizintel from Bentley in lane 1 will take your B final. Stuckelman looks like he'll take second. He does. Paul Ryder from Rowan takes third. So Anthony Vizintel from Bentley, your B final winner. There he is. Turn around, Anthony. Let's get a shot for the camera. We'll move into our A final. And folks, I don't want to flex, but now we're up to 200, and we were at 209 people. So we blew past 200. We're right past it. 225, 250 tomorrow. I'm throwing the gauntlet down. That's what we need. Here is your A final. Nathan Ford from Babson in lane 1. It's Justin Golier from Rowan in 2. Jonathan Chan from Springfield in 3. Alex Volan from Rowan in 4. Sam Dienstag from Brandeis in 5. Toby Conbley from Rowan in 6. Ben Lee from Brandeis in 7. Leo Luna from Bryant in 8. Chase Constantakos from Bryant in 9. And Jordan McMillan from Springfield in lane 10. We have a dead heat tie. I thought I heard that, so Alex Volan in lane 4, he had a good start, or his start may have been impacted, actually. That wedge on the starting block came a little loose during his start. So they just went over and fixed it there. Sam Dienstag from Brandeis leads the way in lane 5. It's followed closely by Toby Conbley from Rowan. So look at this, folks. Lane 5, Sam Dienstag. Lane 6, Toby Conbley. They are stroke for stroke. Actually, Conbley now has moved into the lead ever so slightly by 0.3. We saw Dienstag last night in the 500 go a 4:26.99, set a meet record. Can he have another victory here tonight? They go into the final 25, basically stroke for stroke, folks. Here's the reset. Dienstag in lane 5 from Brandeis. Toby Conbley from Rowan in lane 6. It looks like it's Dienstag who has pulled away at the flags, and it is Dienstag. 140.89. Conbley takes second. Lee takes third. Nice performance there by Lee, but it was Sam Dienstag, your 2 free winner. There are your full results. We've moved now into event 29. It's the women's 50-yard backstroke. Almost a pool full of Clark University swimmers, except for Ipo White in lane 5 from Bentley. Lanes 1 and 10 are open. We're still hovering around 209 viewers. Again, we appreciate everyone who has taken the time to join us here on the WPI Athletics YouTube page. 50 back, a quick up and back. Ipo White comes in with the top time. She's a freshman from Bentley, 33:34 this morning. And I believe it will be White here, and it is. So White takes it in lane 5, 32.91. Nice job by White. She cheers her teammate on, Cleo Zhu, who's in the next race in lane 5. We'll move on to our B final. Hannah McLeod in lane 1, Sarah Kirsting Mum in 2, Carly Caswell in 3, Gabrielle Miller in 4, Cleo Zhu in 5, Becky Goodfellow in 6, Amelia Colza in 7, Sarah Griffith in 8, Remy Bailey in 9, Madigan Saunders in lane 10. Cleo Zhu comes in with the top time here, 29:48, one of 2 swimmers to be under 30 in this heat from this morning. Can Zhu repeat? Can Bentley go C final winner and B final winner? It looks like it's going to be that way, and it is. Bentley goes first in the C final, first in the B final. Cleo Zhu goes a 29:89. So we're back for the A final. Top overall time coming in belongs to Monica Izuka from Brandeis. She's in lane 5. It will be Audrey Dino in lane 1 from WPI, Carolyn Blank from Springfield in 2, Molly Cox from Babson in 3, Jillian Stevens from Bryant in 4, Izuka in 5 from Brandeis, Kolb in 6th from WPI, Mads Green from Babson in 7, Mackenzie Patch from Bryant in 8, Madeline Condon from Bryant in 9, and it's Emma Baumhauer from Springfield in lane 10. Let's see if Izuka can build off her performance from this morning. She went at 27:35. She's in the lead, followed closely by Cobb, and it will be Izuka. 27:15. She'll outtouch Kolb. Green will take second. So Monica Izuka from Brandeis, your A final winner in the women's 50 back. Nice job by Izuka.
Event 30, men's 50-yard backstroke, Heat 1, B final.
So in the men's 50 back, there is a B and an A final, no C final. There'll be 3 swimmers here in the B final. Robbie Wilson in 4, Casey Tarbrake in 5, Xander Haddock in lane 6. And it looks like it will be Tarbrake in lane 5, and it is 29:64. Haddock takes second, Wilson third. So Casey Tarbrake from WPI, your winner, 29:64 as we move into our A final. And here comes the music. So there goes our audio. This is our A final here of the men's 50 back. Daniel Donahue from Babson in lane 1, Terry Lee from Babson in 2, Gore Baguman from Clark in 3, Sean Reardon from Brandeis in 4, Benton Farabee from Brandeis in 5, Aiden Downey Lamprey in 6, Jack Ossie from Bryant in 7, Adrian Marcos from Babson in 8, John Zooks from Springfield in 9, and it's Nick Cordell from Clark rounding out the field in lane 10. Benton Farabee from Brandeis comes in with the top time, 24:53. Downey Lamprey went at 24:81 this morning. And it will be Farabee, 24:25. Downey Lamprey takes second. Reardon takes third. Benton Farabee, your 50 back A winner. Congratulations, hugs and hand pounds all the way around. As we move into event 31, it will be the women's 100-yard breaststroke. There's your full results of the 50 back.
Event 31, women's 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 1, C final.
Heat 1, C final. There are your lane assignments. It's Neva Sa with our top time coming in from Merrimack. 1:12.46. She's a freshman. Sarah, I should know that too because I believe your daughter, Neva, swim club for, who was it? Was it Crimson? Because I remember her at New England swimming meets, and I think I've been saying her name wrong the whole time, so I appreciate you correcting me on that. Neva Sa, the freshman from Merrimack, comes into this heat with a 1:12.46 from this morning. And right on cue, Sa leads the way at the halfway mark. Again, this is the women's 100 breast. United Swim Club, USC. That's right. Well, nice to see Neva enjoying some success here at Merrimack, looking really strong here in the 100 breaststroke. She looks like she's going to be the C flight winner. And indeed she is. So Neva Sa from Merrimack, 1:10.94. She'll drop 2 seconds from this morning. She will be your C flight winner. Second place goes to Kinsey Ginsburg from Rowan. Third place goes to Adriana Ewan from WPI. But it is Neva Sa from Merrimack, your C flight winner. There are your full results as we move along to the B final.
Heat 2, B final.
Becca Kaplan from Brandeis. Top time coming into this B final, 1:10.97. I mean, lanes 1 through 10 here, almost getting to the 25-yard wall simultaneously. Hard to see who is actually the leader right now. Could be lane 2, Sophia Grabman from Bryant, perhaps. We'll see at this 50-yard wall, and it looks like it is Grabman from Bryant. She's followed by Lily Rice from Bentley, Gabby Saffer from Merrimack. Top 8 swimmers, 0.8 of a second apart, but it is Sophia Grabman from Bryant. The sophomore came in with a 1:11.47. She is in the lead right now, although it's a very close race with Lily Rice from Bentley in lane 9. So the outside lane swimmers making some noise. Here comes Angela Lee from Babson in lane 8. This is going to be another photo finish. Can Grabman finish off this victory here? Who outtouches who? And it's Rice from Bentley. Lane 9. Lily Rice from Bentley gets the dub. She's got a big smile on her face. Nice job by Rice. 1:10.79 for Lily Rice. There is the full results. Lee second, Carey third. As we move into our A final. And we didn't have any walk-up music there, so we didn't have to mute. It's Audrey Daniels from Babson in lane 1, Audrey Teow from Brandeis in 2, Morgan Kinsley from Bentley in 3, Elizabeth Athanas from Springfield in 4, Nellie Clark from Bryant in 5, Nina Lamb from Springfield in 6, left Terry Roba from Springfield in 7, Eleanor Ross from WPI in 8, Bella Stefanowicz from Rowan in lane 9, and Grace Noble from Bryant in lane 10. This is your women's A final of the 100 breaststroke. Nellie Clark went a 106.1 this morning. Lamb went a 106.2. They were your top 2 times. Clark in 5, Lamb in 6, and they are, no surprise, your leaders right now. Looks like it was Lamb touching first, a tenth of a second ahead of Clark. So again, this shaping up to be another photo finish race. Lamb has Clark right now, I'd say by about a head and shoulder distance. Probably under 0.2 of a second as they move toward the halfway mark of their final 25. Lamb starting to pull away in lane 6. So it will be Nina Lamb from Springfield in lane 6. She will be your A flight winner. She'll outtouch Clark by 14/100ths of a second. Roba takes third. So Nina Lamb from Springfield, she'll celebrate with her teammate Roba. They go 1 and 3 there. Nice job by Lamb. As we move into, I believe this is the men's breaststroke, which is our final individual event of the night. We'll move into relays, and then that's a wrap. So tonight has moved exceptionally fast. 7:52 here in beautiful Worcester, Massachusetts. Again, we're live at the Gompei Invitational. This is day 2 finals. I'm joined on the production side by Avery Abreu and Eloisa from the WPI Sports Information Department. We're bringing you all of the action here for tonight's finals. This is event 32, the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Brandon McMahon from Rowan comes in with the top time. He's a freshman, 101.73 this morning. He's in lane 5, so keep an eye on lane 5. It's McMahon at the halfway point with the lead over Jack Duria from WPI. Fraser Milligan also from WPI running in third right now. McMahon with about a head and shoulder lead over Duria. With about 12 yards to go, it looks like it will be McMahon in lane 5. So Brandon McMahon from Rowan, he'll be your C flight winner, 101.07. He'll drop 0.6 of a second from this morning. Burke takes second. Milligan takes third. There are your full results. Brandon McMahon, Ryan Burke, Fraser Milligan. 1, 2, and 3 in the C final as we move into our B final.
E2, B final.
Ashton Lyon, the senior from WPI, comes into the B final with the top time here, 1:00:17. Kenneth Ryu from Bentley, 1:00:31. Patrick Clementi from Rowan, 1:00:35. A lot of 1:00s here. So again, I'm anticipating a very tight race here, and it's shaping up to be just that. Approaching the halfway mark, no clear winner or leader, although it could be Zhao in lane 7. It is from Brandeis. Top 5 swimmers separated by 0.8 of a second. Eric Zhao from Brandeis, 1:00:36, so he's one of the swimmers who went a 1:00 this morning. He'll be looking to get under that 1:00 time here, swimming out of lane 7. Good pull out there on the final turn. He's got about almost a full body length lead over Kenneth Ryu from Bentley, and it will be Eric Zhao in lane 7, 58.83. Lyon goes second. Tang takes third. So Eric Zhao from Brandeis, he is fired up. 58.83. Nice performance there as we move into our A final. So we've moved into our A final. Should be a good battle here. In lanes 4, 5, and 6, Jimmy Kundrat's Michael Fracciola, both from Rowan, Tanner Eisenhut from Bentley. They were your top 3 times this morning in prelims. Mary Jo Kundrat says, let's go, Jim, Jim, swim, swim. So let's see what Jimmy Kundrat can do here in lane 4. He no doubt will battle his teammate Michael Fracciola. The field is separated by just about a second, folks. It is Tanner Eisenhut from Bentley who touched technically first at the halfway mark. So Eisenhut from Bentley in lane 6. Final 25 here. Eisenhut remains in the lead. He takes a slight look to his right-hand side. Eisenhut speeds toward the wall, and it will be Eisenhut. Kundrat takes second, Fracciola third, so Tanner Eisenhut from Bentley gives a wave to his teammates who are cheering him on for this victory in our final individual event of the evening. We may have a 5-minute break here before relays. Let's see what the PA announcer says. We can all catch our breaths, take a little sip of water, relax a little bit as we head into our final 10-minute break, folks. So a 10-minute break. We will be back in about 8 or 9 minutes. Once again, we're at the Gompei Invitational. This is day 2 finals from WPI. All right, we're back here at WPI for our final events of the night. It's the women's 400 medley relay. Lanes 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10 will be open. WPI E in lane 3, Bryant D in 4, Merrimack B in 5, Clark B in lane 6, WPI D in lane number 7. Looks like we got hit a little on the live chat with the spam bot, but don't worry, folks. We removed that user. We put them in timeout. We reported them. We did everything. Wouldn't surprise me if the FBI is on them right now. So again, one of the, it's the one, minor downside of the live chat is, there can be some spam every once in a while, and we deal with them as they come in. This is the first time all weekend, so I don't think you can even see their messages anymore. I removed it, blocked them, put them in timeout, reported them. I did everything. Bryant D leading the way right now. Again, women's 400 medley relay, 100 yards of each of the strokes. We're into breaststroke right now. Bryant D leading the way. Meet record 3:49.02. Coincidentally, it was set by Bryant back in 2019, the team of Scheifo, Canavan, Canervo, and Rivera. Bryant D comes into this one with the 4:03. It's going to take a big performance to break that meet record. Bryant A in heat 3 comes in with a 3:55. So they'd need to drop 6 seconds to get that record. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but it can. You never know. Any given day, anything can happen. Bryant will put their third swimmer into the water. We'll see the butterflyers now. Bryant leads the way by 6.5 seconds over Merrimack B, 7 seconds over WPI D. So just to level set and to foreshadow tomorrow, we'll start tomorrow morning for prelims at the same time, 9 o'clock. Once again, I'm going to get live at 8:45, recap some team scores, results, all of that good stuff. Diving tomorrow is a half hour later. So diving is set to start at 1:30, not 1 o'clock. Also for finals tomorrow night, given that it's Sunday night, finals will begin of swimming at 5 o'clock, not 6. So we've been at 6 o'clock last night, and tomorrow night, swimming finals will begin at 5 o'clock. So just want to make sure everyone's aware of the slight time changes so nobody misses anything. Bryant continues to lead the way. This is typically the point in the swim meet where I get a little quieter because I'm trying to preserve my voice for Sunday. So I'm still here. If you hear me a little quiet during the relays, it's okay. I'm still here. I'm going to give you all of the action. Just, maybe cutting down on the words a little bit as we taper. I'm tapering my voice, as they would say in the swimming world. I'm suited up and I'm tapered for tomorrow. Bryant gets it done, 4:06.71 for Bryant. Merrimack B takes second, WPI D takes third. We'll get a shot of those Bryant swimmers momentarily. In lane 4. So Bryant D, the winner, 406.71. There are your full results as we move on to heat number 2. All 10 lanes occupied here. Merrimack A in lane 1, Brandeis C in lane 2, Springfield B in lane 3, Brandeis B in lane 4, Bentley A in 5, Bentley B in 6, Babson A in 7, Springfield C in 8, Babson B in 9, Clark A in lane 10. That's right, Sarah. I got to do some vocal warm-ups tomorrow. I think I got to find some tea tonight, but the problem is I haven't even eaten dinner yet. So I'm, probably get out of here around 9. Merrimack A leading the way. Babson A in second. Brandeis C in third. I've tried all of those things, the honey, the lemon, the tea. They market this tea that's like for your vocal cords. I don't even know what it is. Some sort of herb or something. I'll tell you, I really haven't found anything that's really, really significantly helped me. Merrimack A leading the way in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. Babson A is now moved into first, 1/100th ahead of Springfield B, lane 7 and 3 respectively. Babson in lane 7, Springfield in lane 3 as they move toward the halfway mark of this B final 400 medley relay. We'll keep an eye on these transitions here. Looks like they're all clean. Again, if you're not familiar, the outgoing swimmer's toe has to maintain contact with the block until the incoming swimmer touches the wall. Now, there is a little bit of a grace period there, because typically what the officials will do is they will watch the hand touch, then their eyes will go up to the block. So there is, a plus minus of 1%, a little grace area per se. But we have seen many relays disqualified, not necessarily this meet, but in the past, many relays do get disqualified for that exchange and that time being slightly off. So Springfield puts their final swimmer into the water in the lead in lane number 3. Babson may have moved into first, and they have. So Babson takes over the lead with 50 yards to go in lane 7. So Babson in 7, Springfield in 3. Don't blink. Here comes Bentley in lane 5. Bentley has almost caught up to Springfield. Can Babson hold on here? Babson in lane 7, and will they get the dub? And they do. Babson 4:02.36. Bentley takes second, Springfield third. So Bentley outtouched Springfield by 8/100ths of a second. It was Merrimack in 4th. So Babson A, the winner, 4:02.36 for Babson. As we move into the A final, there are your full results. As we move into the final women's event of the evening, okay, so the delay usually means the officials, and there must have been a DQ there. I see one of the head officials, Sean Doyle, went to the far end of the pool to talk to one of the coaches. I don't know what team. I see Springfield down there. And now I believe they will go to the scorer's table. So a possible DQ on Springfield in lane 3. But again, total assumption on my part. You'll have to check Meet Mobile for the final results to see what happened there. Again, 99% of the time during a relay, any DQ that comes from a relay comes from the exchange. So it results in the swimmer leaving before the incoming swimmer touches the wall. Of course, there can be some stroke DQs during the relay, but typically they happen during the exchange, especially at the collegiate level. The DQ is being reported into the scorer's table, so we'll be ready to move into the A finals momentarily. So the timer did not move forward the heat on the scoreboard. So we'll have Rowan B in lane 1, Springfield A in lane 2, WPI A in 3, Bryant B in 4, Bryant A in 5, Rowan A in 6, Bryant C in 7, WPI B in 8, WPI C in 9, Brandeis A in lane 10. Say that all fast and a bunch of times. They got to move the scoreboard through. I got to step away from once. Oh, they did. They just did. There we go. So again, when you hear me talking to myself, folks, what happens is my graphics are driven from the timing system. So there is a timing system operator down there. And when each heat ends, every little button press he does something with our graphics. So after each heat, they have to advance to the next heat. So the graphics will draw on my screen. Sometimes they forget to do it in time, and that causes a whole bunch of confusion. I think we're good to go now, though. So it is Bryant A leading the way in lane 5. Bryant A leading the way. They're going to chase the meet record. The meet record's 349.02. 355.01 is what they come in with. Bryant will put their second swimmer in the water with a comfortable lead here. almost 4 seconds on Springfield A. Nice butterfly swimmer from Bryant. You see a lot of contrasting styles in the butterfly. Some butterfly swimmers take a breath every stroke. Some butterfly swimmers take a breath every 2 strokes. There are some who actually go every 3 or 4 strokes without taking a breath. Obviously, a little faster when you're keeping your head down in the water, but air is key. They say cash is king. Air is king. Need that oxygen as Bryant A puts their final swimmer into the water. Again, they're chasing that meet record. I don't think that's going to happen. It's 3:49.02. They would need a 13-second 50. So that's 23-second 50, excuse me. That's not going to happen, but Bryant A will take the final women's relay of the evening. They will drop time from this morning. 3:55 this morning, 3:52.83 this evening in finals. Bryant A takes it. WPI A takes second. Springfield A takes third. So nice job by Bryant University. They dropped 3 seconds off of their time this morning. Now they're 3 seconds away from the meet record. Maybe next year. There is the winner from Bryant. It looks like it's Jill Carline, who is their #1 freestyler as we move into the men's 400 medley relay, our final 3 races of the evening here, folks. Once again, we appreciate you all taking the time to join us here at WPI for day 2 of the Gompei Invitational. We'll be back tomorrow morning for prelims at 9 a.m., diving at 1:30 tomorrow, finals at 5 p.m. Not 6, so 5 p.m. finals tomorrow night. Lanes 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10 are open. WPI E in lane 3, Bryant D in lane 4, Rowan C in lane 5, WPI D in lane 6, Babson B in lane 7. I would be remiss if I didn't throw a little shout out or promotion here for Abreu Media Productions. I would really appreciate it if you could take a look at our Facebook page. It's at Abreu Media Productions, ABREU Media Productions. Give us a like on there. This is where we put all of our announcements out around the next meets that we will be streaming. We are also at AbreuMediaProductions.com. I have the social media stuff already, so Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'm at Abreu Media Productions. I haven't done much with Twitter or Instagram yet. Being a one-man show and a secondary business here. But I hope to be on your computer screens a little more often. Let's hope that I'm able to work the NUMAC Championships. I'd be honored to work such a prestigious conference championship. I know that's coming up in February. But I'm not going to say my goodbyes yet. It's Saturday night, right? We still have another full day of excitement. We have another 2.5 races to go here. Babson B in lane 7 leading the way. Once again, and I'll say this probably another 2 more times, a big thank you to Eloise Salcedo, Avery Abreu. Eloise has been killing the camera game tonight. Avery Abreu on the production. So without the team up here, we wouldn't have been able to make this new camera zoom in on the winner, the graphics. We wouldn't have been able to make this possible. Now I know it's a tried and true concept. We can nail this down. We'll work on a couple other things as we continue to move forward. Babson was leading. Rowan C is now taken over the lead as they move into the final 100. Good transition there by Rowan. Timed it perfect. So Rowan C leading the way, Babson B in second, Bryant D in third. Rowan C is flying here in lane 5. So it will be Rowan C, 3:33.28. They out-touch Babson by 0.4 of a second. Rowan C in lane 5. Babson takes second, Bryant takes third. So nice win there by Rowan. Our second to last heat of the evening. This is our B final. Clark A in lane 1, Springfield C in lane 2, Bentley C in lane 3, Brandeis B in lane 4, Bentley A in lane 5, Bentley B in lane 6, Babson A in lane 7, Springfield B in lane 8, Brandeis C in lane 9, and Clark B in lane 10. Thank you, Sarah. See you tomorrow as well. Another good day of swimming, another great day coming up on Sunday. Babson A leading the way, followed by Springfield B, Bentley A. Our second to last race of the evening. It's been a long 2 days for all of these swimmers. And again, when you see that camera on the far side, every lane with swimmers up to 4 or 5 deep cheering their teammates on. As you can see on the right side of your screen, Babson A in lane 7 leads the way, followed closely by Springfield B and Bentley A. "25 more yards of breaststroke here. And it's Babson still in the lead. Although here comes Bentley A, starting to make their move. Let's watch this transition. Both transitions looked clean for Babson and Bentley. Springfield B is in third. Butterflyers are in the water. Bentley Butterflyer with a little giddy up in his step here. We'll see if he can overtake Babson. Babson now starting to pull away. Fatigue starting to set in for all of these swimmers. But the Babson Butterflyer looking very strong here, followed by Bentley. So it looks like a two-horse race between Babson and Bentley. It's Bentley A in lane 5. Babson's in the water first. They're a little under a second and a half ahead of Bentley A. So Bentley's got a little work to do here to catch Babson. The lead was 1.4 seconds going into the freestyle. It's down to 9/10. So Bentley definitely making up some ground. But is it enough? Babson with a late surge, 25 yards to go. I don't think they're going to be caught, and it will be Babson in lane 7. They'll take it home, 3:29.40. Bentley A takes second. Very good race. Springfield B takes third. So once again, Babson A, 3:29.40. Babson A, 3:29.40, and we'll head into our last race. It's the door alarms. The door alarms keep going off up here in the stands. Not sure why. We're heading into our final race, folks. Once again, thank you so much for taking the time to join us so far this weekend. We set a high water mark. I believe it was 209 viewers tonight. That's the highest we've been. Our goal for tomorrow, our final day, is 250. So whether we do that in prelims in the morning or finals at night, we got to get to 250. We still have 140 of you left. So for every person who's here, if you just get that link to one more person, we will absolutely shatter that 250. So that's your assignment. Can you complete it? I have a good feeling about tomorrow. Rowan A leads the way here in lane 6. Oh, the spam bots are back. Now they're gone. Rowan A leading the way over Bryant A. Almost halfway through in the breaststroke. Once again, on behalf of Eloisa Salcedo, Avery Abreu, I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions. We appreciate you taking the time. This weekend, the Gompei Invitational has been a fantastic meet thus far. One more full day of action, though, so another exciting day of drop times and possible meet records will be set tomorrow. We are looking forward to it. I can't wait to get here tomorrow morning and close out this amazing race, meet weekend. WPI has done a great job. Kudos to Coach Paul Bennett, his staff, Rusty Egan in the sports information department, Alex Gutierrez, all of his staff. Everyone at WPI, first class, top notch, all the way through. Very appreciative of WPI giving me this opportunity here. Again, this is the first time a Brew Media Productions has done a collegiate level meet. Rowan continues to lead Bryant by 9/10 of a second, folks. So here we go, the final 100 for all the marbles. Rowan in 6, Bryant in 5. Bryant with the white caps, Rowan with the black caps. That's how to distinguish these two as they speed toward the final finish. Final 50 here. Rowan with the lead by 4/10 of a second. Does Bryant have enough gas left in the tank? Both of these swimmers must be absolutely exhausted. It is Rowan by about a half a body length. Bryant's going to make a late surge here at the flags and into the wall. Who's going to touch who? And it is Rowan, 3:23.35, 7/100ths of a second. Rowan gets it done. Bryant takes second. Springfield takes third. What a race there to close out our day. We'll get you that Rowan shot, and there we go. Rowan deserves it here. What a race. 3:23.35 for Rowan. They take it, and folks, that concludes our coverage of day 2. Woo! We can all take a deep breath now and relax. So, once again, we will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. On behalf of Eloisa Salcedo, Avery Abreu, once again, I'm Jeremy Abreu. We'll be back tomorrow, day 3, Gompei Invitational prelims. 9 o'clock start. We'll be on the air at 8:45. I hope everyone has a great evening. To all the swimmers, fantastic job tonight. Can't wait to see what you have in store for us tomorrow. Have a great evening, folks.